they saw a sucker and they licked it. It just happened to
No, no,
be
no,
a
no, no, no,
big.
no, 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 no,
It
no.
happened to
Man,
be a
man,
big
man.
sucker.
Yo, hold
You,
on.
you, you
What?
didn't hear what I did say and Jacob did say. We found the issue, what happened actually, technical side. They forgot to whitelist themselves.
Oh,
And in their contract, there is the tax which is supposed to sell their tax tokens, which are
it
sent
just
to their
happened to be a
wallets
big.
to the
It
pancake
happened
swap
to be a big
automatically,
sucker.
not even to the wallet,
Yo,
to the
hold on.
pancake
What?
themselves. And they forgot to
Okay.
Damn, I'm loud as fuck.
whitelist themselves for selling. That is why the contract was accumulating
Fuck.
their tokens as the tax, and as soon as the selling were
Oh,
opened
I'm a
in the wallet,
scrub.
the tokens which collected through that huge volume over there. So that was the technical. It was how Dell likes to say that developers negligence, or how they say it.
okay.
So
Well,
so
that makes me feel a lot better. Then
yeah, the
that at least
question.
makes me that
So
makes me feel a lot better and makes me feel
what
like people will be at least made whole.
what I see from the point that they would, from all that money which are that were sold or whatever, they can hold from 65 to 75%, because first of all they sold, and second of all there was
Let's look at that chart.
contribution of
ETH
the
Shiba.
rewards. So the question is,
How
the
did that not
developers
sound like a
who signed the
rug
contract
right off the
for
bat?
accumulating these
I
taxes,
guess I've
they
invested
will
in dodgier
get
products.
the rewards as well. So biggest part, like 40%, Jacob told that was around 40% of tokens were accumulated in their
Damn, they still have
contract.
not disabled
That is
trading.
why,
Let's go.
in terms of the rewards, right? As well, they got like 40%, which is almost half of all the rewards which is supposed to be sent to all the holders. So I would say
Eeh.
that way. So that's
I wish I got the
the
developers earlier, man. That shit
mistake
was bad.
that
They were
was
fumbling
not
their
really their
words.
mistake, but they
Didn't
forgot
sound
to
confident
whitelist
at
themselves.
all.
That's it.
Okay,
And
thank you.
this is the question, how they supposed to do, what they supposed to do right now, what they're gonna do with that, how they will put that liquidity back, but for the holders who already bought, even though if no one will sell at this stage when they will put the liquidity back, the price, if they will do everything in the right way, the price is going to be like 65% up from this point. Of course, if nobody going to buy right now or whatever, if they will stop the trade, if not.
Let me
But
see.
Right.
they have a chance. So if you have a possibility, they'll just, or if you're
Call
in
this soup.
contact with them, just
That's
best
pretty
to them
bad.
that they need to stop trading.
My team is going to try to do. I've
Yeah,
ordered
so
my team to try to
just
do that
best to
now.
them that they need to stop trading
This
and get
guy, my
back the
team,
holders,
my team.
and
Who
then
is on your
to
team, bro?
explain everything to
That
the
guy was getting
holders,
on your ass and you cut him
after
short.
that to
He's
open
right.
everything, because they will, right now if
Where'd
they
he
will
go?
do anything
Oh,
now,
they
they
took him
will
down.
just kill the project, and that's
It
it.
wasn't Metafist. I know it was a gentleman from Texas.
It looks like that they have active on their room, and that they have activity in their room, and my team is trying to reach them through those means. We'll see if they're successful or not. Okay, let's take some more questions here. Millionaire, legit B.
Oh, snap,
Hey,
Millie. Let's
Dale,
go.
good day, man. How are you?
Get on him, bro.
I lost about 20 BNB. I've been better.
Man, I also lost money, man. It's not good to see this type of energy in a new launch, but what can we do? Hey, Dale, I got a question for you, and my question would be, what do you do? I know somebody asked this question, but not as direct as I would like to. What do you do? Um, when people come to you as a new project and they want to use your platform, because you're a big fish, right? You have over 80,000 followers. So
Big
you're
fish.
yeah
I
you're
get hounded. I get hounded by
yeah
devs
yeah
and
You
yeah
already know what he's gonna ask you, bro.
communities
Why are you
left and right
dancing around the
yeah yeah.
question,
That's
guy?
the
get a
thing though.
tweet about
Okay.
them.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Okay, so when you're a big fish, you have a lot of people looking up to you. You have a lot of people, you know, depending their judgment based on your calls and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, you've done amazing calls, right? That made me money. For example, when you called Chihiro Inu, I love Chihiro Inu. I first heard about Chihiro Inu through your platform,
Yeah,
right?
that's the future king of P2E gaming
Yeah,
right there. That they're going to be the king. They're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
take the
But
title for
yeah,
a long time.
yeah. But here's the thing, though. Going forward, or what have you done to vet these people? For example, if we are to go after these people right now, what do you have
He has
on
nothing.
them to prove that you know
Nothing.
who they are? Or
I already
do
know it.
people just maybe pay you and get on your platform and use your
No,
platform to
no.
do so?
I can tell you that there was no payment received from ETH Shiba.
I have.
So my
I do
and
not
not to
trust this
say that
dude
there
at
hasn't
all,
been
man.
any payment received for any project in the past before, right? My team has taken promotional cash before to
Your
send out
team.
tweets or make
Who's on your
content,
team, bro?
but never for a project that they don't support.
Who
Yeah,
Now,
is on your
now my
team?
in this case, what happened here was that through the through through rumors and through buzz in inner circles, we found out about this amazing project that was coming, and they were big players touting
Pretty
it.
great chart.
Now, that's how it happened, and that's how we found out about it. And so that's how we kind of put out, the 911 that there's a launch coming. And so through time, shortly after those rumors were heard, they started to make their face known. And so they made a website, they made a Twitter, a white paper, and they started to make all the traditional moves. The
yeah,
logo was released. And so as that information got put out, we kind of put it out for people. We made it available, giving you the chance and giving you the material that you need to DYOR, right? And take the
DYOR.
opportunity if you choose to do that.
NFA.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but to
But
get
You
there,
know
to
how
your
it
to
goes.
get to your question and
yeah,
answer it directly,
yeah.
what we
Here's the thing,
what we
though.
do, we always make sure we work hard to vet projects, right? So we have an entire team here. Teamwork makes the
Ooh.
dream work.
Who
That
is on your
ensures that we have
team?
great success. Where
Ooh.
we scour smart contracts, looking for anything nefarious, looking
We.
for any issues.
So
Ooh.
do you vet? Yeah,
We
do
invest
you
in
vet?
people. Yep.
Yeah, do you vet these people? Do you know those people?
So, um, do I know them from I'm curious if I know who they are. I think I know who they are, possibly. And
Possibly.
if
Possibly.
they
I
aren't going to come
possibly
out
know
and
who they
say
are.
who they are, I have the connections needed to make sure that they do. But if they are who I
What?
think they are, they're good people
Oh,
and they're going to come out
I
and be
believe you.
completely
I
honest
believe you,
about
Dale.
everything.
Y'all just stole one
Yeah,
and a half
so
million
If they
dollars,
if
but
yeah,
they and if they don't
sorry.
use the
yeah,
opportunity to do that,
totally.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it from them.
Yeah, okay. So I'm doing
Oh
this
man,
really quick because there's a lot of other people here. Now going forward,
But the first
because
time I heard like their voices and connection with the project was
okay, so going
Bingo.
forward, Dell, going forward, would you use your platform? Because like I said before, you're a big fish, right? So there are so many things I would do and get away with it. You can't do if you really believe in integrity. There are so many things somebody that has 500 followers could do and get away with it that you
facts.
cannot just do simply because you have over 80,000 people, right? Watching your tweets, clicking likes, retweeting all that and stuff like that. Now, going forward, what will you do that if
Nothing.
something like this happens
Probably
to
promote
you,
another
they're
rug.
gonna come after you? Because here's the thing, though, you are, like I said, you're a big fish, and so many people on the Twitter space sees you as somebody they can trust, right? And I like you a lot. Me and you, we've talked so much, especially when you used to come to Wolfpack and stuff like that. But what would you do going forward to say, hey, this project is coming up? The owners KYC to me. I know where they live. I know who they are. I know who and where they're from. Would you do this going forward or no?
hmm. I will do that every opportunity that I get. Now, you have this you've expressed this in this intensive commitment to integrity, and I love it, and we're all about integrity, and we've always tried to deliver it here, and in this platform. We never run, we come, we answer any questions that are asked of us. And in regards to integrity, this emotions and integrity is a slippery slope when you're talking about this market, this wild wild west of a market, because at the end of the day,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
not everyone is going to be successful in this.
No.
This isn't a utopia. There's a race.
Yeah, but
So
but
hold
but
on.
but yeah,
Let me finish the question. Hold on.
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So there is this anticipation that time is ticking, and um, position matters. And so what we've always tried to do here was not deliver integrity. That's truly not the goal of the platform. The goal of the platform is to deliver great digital asset opportunities to invest in, and to do it with integrity.
With
That's what this
integrity.
has always been about. And so you do that the best you can. You be aggressive.
I mean,
And
in my
you
opinion,
say from the beginning, which we always
you
have,
would
that
post
there's no way you
every
can
time you tweet something that involves a
No,
token
you
that you're
can.
being
But
paid for.
okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up so other
You
people can have a
would
chance
let
to,
them know it's a paid
ask their questions
sponsorship.
as well. But
That you're
like
either
I said,
receiving tokens,
I
you're
would
on the
like to
team,
see
or you're
you,
getting paid. Or someone on your team is getting
so
paid.
after the Lily Finance trouble and all that, right? You know, a lot of us in this space, for example, I have a lot of respect for you. If I don't, I would never be in your space because I'm not looking for where to go. But I do have so much respect for you. And I believe in second chance. I believe people, doing
What are
something
gonna do?
better. But I would prefer, Dell, you salvaging yourself. If we ever see your name associated with any form of unfair lunch or rug or anything related to that, bro, your reputation is gonna be stand so much.
I want to make one thing clear though, okay? Because what I do, I've been doing the same from when I had 0 followers to now having 80,000. Now, I never asked for 80,000. I've been just doing what I do, which is be aggressive, share my moves that I think are the best ones.
Hmm.
And I never ask anyone to follow it, okay? You follow me, that's by your own regard. And I thank you for the kind
Okay.
words and the homage, and thank you for really, in my regard, many people put me on this pedestal that I never deserved in the first place. I've always said I ain't shit. I'm nothing special. If anything, it's teamwork that makes
Actually, I've
the
never
dream
heard Dell
work.
say this.
And we will never be perfect. But one thing I'm not gonna do, and we're never gonna do, and we never
Tad
have
bit
done,
refreshing.
is aim to please anybody, or aim for clout, or aim for followers. This has never been about followers. We never ever tried to get a single follower.
Low hanging fruit.
Followers are not our goal, and they won't continue to be. And in regards to my
Bro, what?
reputation, I don't measure my reputation by what someone who I've never met and has no idea who I truly am, or what I'm about, or what I wake up and do, and what my life is like. And I don't have any inkling about that for them either. It's really hard for me to
How is it?
put
What?
my value and
Sorry,
my
I'm looking at
respect
something else on
in that,
Discord.
because I value my respect so much. And so my reputation, I've always felt, is sterling through the actions and the steps that I take, with
Bro.
my faith and with my character and everyday life. And so here in trading, I am much more aggressive, and I make, much more. I'm much more conservative in my normal life, and I make conservative career choices and conservative education choices, and I've always been a
Hmm.
conservative trader. But here in the crypto world, I'm much more aggressive, because I feel that this is a utopia of opportunity, and I feel it's appropriate for me to
Yeah,
be
it's definitely not a
aggressive.
utopia,
And
bro. Look what
that
happened.
aggressiveness, without a doubt, makes me liable to these type of things happening to me. Live by the sword, die by the sword. We've always said that. But but we I we're going to continue to try to find the best opportunities out there. We're going to continue to try to outperform everyone else who does this. We're going to continue to try to be the best traders in crypto. We've had a
Interesting.
performance that is, if not there, very close to it. What we've been doing is record setting. And yeah, we've had some stumbles. No, we're not perfect, but our track record has been quite sterling in our performance. And if ever that performance does stop, and this is not working, well, then we will not continue to do something that's not working. We'll reevaluate ourselves. And if the market changes to such a degree that we can't find something that's successful, well, then we don't really have any great moves to share, then now do we? And so we won't. And so that I can promise you.
I appreciate your reply, man. Again, I really really do. I'm a fan of you, just so you know that, and I'm looking forward to hear and see much more of a reputable and a better Dell crypto. Remember, we did so. Your followers. You never beg for followers, but again, if we put you
I
here,
cherish everyone.
Man,
that's what I'm saying.
Ethereum
That's
gas
what I'm
fees are
saying.
low
So
right
Push
now.
that button on your own accord.
yeah.
And that natural growth is something I am so proud of. I'm so proud of it. But I feel like
Oof.
that happened and I got that
Damn, so
by
just pop.
by
Woo.
being myself and by my team doing what we've always done. We
I
didn't
still don't.
get
I
those
don't believe
followers
this
in
dude, man.
June,
Something
right?
about him
We started with 0 followers and we kept on doing what we were doing all throughout. And there have been some
sounds
stumbles, yes.
like.
And and you're asking us to change everything and take a new approach, and that's something we will always analyze and see if there's a need for. But so far our performance, I'm not sure if a stumble or two dictates changing up the whole successful formula,
Hey
because the
man,
fact is
much
that
respect, man.
launches are
Yeah,
risky.
yeah, much respect there. I'm gonna step down so other people can ask the question,
Thanks,
but
man.
again,
Yeah,
I
much
really wish I got
respect.
gabe
the
Have a good
gabe
one.
next.
the
Gabe, the floor is
freaking
yours.
not AMA. The space they had with the ETH Shiba
Hey Joe, how you
devs.
doing?
Go ahead. Yeah, yep. I lost 20 BNB. I've been better.
Yeah, hey, thanks for doing this space, Dell.
20
I appreciate
BNB.
it.
Is that what they were sponsoring you for? Or?
And to kind of talk to what the other person just talked about right now, no
I don't know.
project is ever going to be 100% correct the first time it comes out. There's always going to be something that happens. Always something that cannot be avoided. No matter how many times you test it, no matter how many times you look at
Got a
it,
point.
something at launch time is always going to pop up. And unfortunately, this happened. We
And
lost
it's
a lot of
not just
money.
launches, right? I mean, we can
Yeah.
never forget um, Elon Musk going to tout his unbreakable glass on his shiny new Tesla by throwing a brick at it, and the damn thing shatters.
Exactly. I know you
Wait,
guys
did
are
that
doing
actually
your
happen?
best to research every
Is
project
that legit?
to give us uh, a better advantage that really don't have that deep knowledge in crypto yet.
Elon
Finally, there's one
Musk
that could give us that once in dream.
throws brick.
So I want to
I
thank
guess
you and your
rock.
team for what you guys are doing over there. Um,
Oh
Thank
no.
you. Those are kind words.
Oh shit, that's
We
loud.
try our best to do that. We've been doing what we've always done,
Oh, at least it's loud
and
for me.
we've delivered our best. And even today, when we there's one that was a stumble, right? I can stand here with my head held high and say, we, with all the information we had available and everything that we did to try to take advantage of the opportunity, but still do our due diligence with everything that we could in the time allotted, we did our best. And that's what we can that's all we can continue to do, is do our best. And
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think the track record shows that we like people. I
Oh
hear it
my
all the time, like,
God.
oh, Dell
Well,
scammer, and he's a
maybe that was a
scammer,
little
and
too hard.
take him to jail. They've been saying it ever since
Sorry.
Lily. And I think the people, it's pretty obvious that
It didn't go through. So
Dell
that's a plus
Crypto's
side.
never
Let's
taken
try
a
the right one.
dime
Try the
from
other one, really?
anyone.
Okay. Sure. Oh man, it didn't go through. All right.
Exactly, exactly. And questions I do have. Um, Forgive me if I don't know that there's some spaces that I missed.
Franz, could you try to break this
Once
glass,
each
please?
ship, like Metaverse said, showed its devil dick,
Sure. Yeah.
East Van East
Oh
Van
my
Burn
God. Well,
dropped like crazy.
maybe that was a little too hard.
Is there any
A
correlation
little too hard, bro.
those two
Bullet's
ETH
gonna be a lot
ship?
fucking harder.
Yes, absolutely. There is a correlation.
Glass piercing ball.
It goes farther than I talked to
That's
both of
funny.
them, and I think that's the only correlation, and that's why they both suffered the same fate tonight. Now, the ETH fan
Not
token
only that.
ecosystem, no, there is no official, like, the ETH fan token ecosystem has nothing to do with ETH SHIB, and they've definitely made that clear. And so there was confusion because the ETH fan token ecosystem mentioned that they would be launching the first community coin, and it had a similar name, but it was a different name and a different project altogether that was never announced when it would be launched, and has yet still to be announced in any way for a launch being planned. So yeah, to answer your question directly,
Let's see.
no, that is a completely separate
Hashtag.
project that in many ways was a EFT fork.
See what the people were
So
saying.
the dev team at ETH ship are not
Eesh,
the same
tough.
dev team and ETH
Dev completely avoided the
launching
question.
the token.
No,
Okay.
nope,
Eesh.
nope. They are not
Yeah, they took that
launching
opportunity earlier. Whoever was in that space earlier,
911.
they were like,
They
some chick was like,
all the
yeah,
people on
sounds like you guys
ETH
don't have the
community are
answers.
very
Y'all should just
transparent
wrap it up.
and
It's just
always
getting
open,
frustrating, and they
and none
fucking
of
just
them
ended it right then
have
and there.
Shiba accents. The ETH fan token developer is a gentleman of the from the Indian culture.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted you to get that out because both dropped at the same time like crazy, and people might be wondering why and if they're the same dev team working and congruent with each other. So thank you for clearing that up. And
Yo,
again, thank you, Dale, for everything you do. Um, you and your team, thank you guys a lot, and thank you for opening the space.
damn,
Thanks for the kind words.
that's
Thanks for coming
tough.
up. I see we got the Chihiro dev up here. Brown, I know you're next, and we're going to get to you, but I just want to pay homage to a leader in the space and make sure we catch his words just because he's an absolute genius and may have some information on the situation for us.
To jump on
Good
the
day to
first
you.
one, on the first hint.
Thanks, Dale, for the time on stage, and what it's been really nice to have you in our family. So to address some concern about the dog's death from millionaire, right? I mean, it's really important to judge the project based on what they deliver, uh, in line with the roadmap given, right? I mean, even some of the dogs deaf, they have the boldness
Six
to
percent is
just
supposed to
share
swap
their
for ETH
identity and
reflections.
still don't deliver, right? What I mean by don't deliver is that they legitly slowly
Eesh,
abandon the project, and yeah, nobody can
dumb
blame
card.
them. They just keep making excuses. I've been invested personally in some of that project, right, where the deaf pretty much dogs we pretty much answer all the question, right? But
Chihiro
yeah,
Inu.
pretty much the project just keep dumping, and they just move on, and they just raise another fund, do another fundraise, and keep using the same ID. So but in the other hand, when you look at sushi swap, right, or pancake swap, those developer are not dogs, right? But that's a very huge project in its own chain. Like so,
Hey, Bo, I'm
you don't.
stepping away for just a couple minutes here. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Bo, I just made you develop
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm here. I'll help you.
Yeah,
All good.
yeah, no worries now. So yeah,
Thank you, Bo.
even until now,
I'll be back.
uh,
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, they didn't. No, they pulled the
even
liquidity
until
from
now,
from
nobody knows the identity of
BSC scan.
Chef Maki or the identity of Pancake Swap, and yet, yeah,
Can we see it on here?
Pancake is listed in Binance, right? So, is it risky? Well, you tell me, right? They must have a legit
Oof.
reason for not doxing themselves, but I'm sure, pretty
Oof.
much, I'm sure that Binance know about it, right?
How
Yeah,
long ago was this
let's
now?
mention a big name like Sheep. I don't think Sheep developers shared their identity as well, but the community is huge, right? So it's not a guarantee that even if you know uh, the address or the
Add
identity
liquidity.
of
They
someone,
added.
um,
Alright,
it's not
let's
a
remove
guarantee that
liquidity.
they won't do
Eesh.
things that uh,
3 hours and 10 minutes
that
ago.
people expect them
Remove
to
liquidity.
doesn't do to don't do, right.
Unlock
By the way,
tokens.
so Chihiro Inu, let me share a bit
Where
about
does that
the
go?
Chihiro Inu project. So it's a
Transfer
gamified
to BNB2.
blockchain project, and
Holy crap.
we have Launchpad Incubator
I'm
to
not even gonna
showcase
sit here and pretend to know,
game
act
projects
like I know how to
in
read
upcoming
BSC
game studio,
scan efficiently.
and we have our eyes on
Jeez, dude.
upcoming metaverse. So for the
1.5 million to the
currently we are
face.
working with a very promising game studio, um, consisting of very talented team, and have been invested by a state-owned company. So we are working finish finishing
Oh, that's
our
tough.
first game called Portal of Destiny. The genre is idle RPG shooter. So it's an anime team a game where you will have a limited amount of NFT to be mint, like waifu. If any of you know about waifu, it's the term for pretty characters, a good-looking anime style characters where people can mint and can build their characters with the NFT inside of the marketplace. Yeah. So yeah, we also have Launchpad where we can incubate other game developer project. So if any of you guys happen to have some game idea and you guys are legit, you might want to contact us so we can incubate or we can work together to launch your token in our launchpad. Yeah. Um, I really like.
Can I ask you a
Um,
question, please, if you don't
yeah,
mind?
you can ask any.
Your game gonna be based on PC, or what platform you gonna be using?
So we have
The mobile
already.
game.
That's a great question, Borden. So we have established, or in the way to establish a company in Sageless. So our game, we expect them to be available in Android and in iOS as well. So in mobile phone and PC, potentially in console. But yeah, we focus one step at a time. So it's a PC, laptop, and mobile phone, right?
I got it. I got it. Thanks. You, together with that, if you're looking into
Where have I heard
developing
this guy
something
before?
later, I think Greta will send you my Telegram.
I've heard him talk before. I just can't remember where.
Yeah, I mean, I realize not everyone can just go online all the time in front of their monitor, right? I think it's more convenient if they share, if they can play it with
Is it my
while they
Twitter
are
settings? It
working
sounds
or while
pretty
they are
low.
in another venue in the car. Yeah. So we have made the model of the game to be playable anywhere. Even if you don't have time, you can still just activate the apps and the character will run by itself. Or you can also have the option to play it manually, right? So there will be uh, a, array of NFT, the equipments, body parts, even consumables like or potion to buff up the stats. I think pretty much it's a proper RPG game. Yeah.
Sounds nice. If you don't mind, I'll keep the other guys to ask questions as well. So just because we do have
Who's
topic
live right now?
organized and a lot of people are just
Oh shit!
requesting.
I didn't know Brad was
Yeah,
live.
yeah. I don't mind. No.
So Brown King says,
Trustless yield.
go ahead.
So it acts as
Basically, my question was
you know what a
for
CD
Dell
is, a
for
certificate of
Dell
deposit with
crypto,
a
but
bank.
okay,
So
I have to
Hex
wait for him
does that
to
on the
come back so
blockchain.
I can
So it's
ask
a
him the
time
Oh, he's
question.
doing with
This
the
is
hex
like
dudes.
when
it's
you
cheap,
stake Hex,
and in
and
terms of
so
like
you earn interest along the day,
what is it?
every
For
day
example, he was
along the
the one
way.
who is
When
like
the
kind
stake
of
matures at
selling
the
the
end,
coin
you
to
get
people
yield.
to buy or something like
Right
that,
now it's
and
at 39%
people
APY.
start trading
Jazz.
on behalf
The
of
numbers are
him.
This
pretty insane.
believes.
And look at what we
But
got.
yeah,
I don't
man,
know who that is.
it's a
I don't know
decent
who that is
product.
either.
The code is immutable. You
I
can't
bought
stop it. You can't
a
change
couple
it.
of
You can't
BNB that
modify
I
it.
left with none.
There's no
So what
admin
I'm
keys.
trying to,
So
I wish you
Richard
can
Hart,
come
if
up
he
here, tell us like
disappears, if he dies, he goes
few
away.
things about the people,
Hex will
like
completely
their
still run.
information, because
The
yes,
code
of
is
course,
locked
he
on the
can't tell me that
blockchain.
he
So as
doesn't
long
know
as
about them.
Ethereum
So
is
we want
running,
him to
Hex
tell us
will
about
run
their
permanently.
information,
So
so that we
yeah,
can
man,
go
it's just a
ahead
really
and
cool,
ask them
totally
things they ought to do
decentralized
to
way
refund
to
back our money. Or
hedge your money
we're
against
not even
inflation
expecting
Oh,
them
is
to
that
give us
Mr.
of
half
the US
of
Burt?
the
dollar,
money. If
and
they can give us
also
half of the money,
to
okay, it's
earn
cool.
trustless
Oh, I
yield.
guess it
But we
is.
get the remaining
Stake
loss.
and chill, man.
But what I'm
We don't
trying to
care
say
about the
is that
price. We don't trade.
if
Traders get wrecked.
if
No
this thing
offense.
should continue in crypto space, it's going to
You know?
scare a lot of people out in crypto.
Yeah, bro. We
We
just,
all
dude,
want
literally,
we
because
all
like
want to invest
we lock up.
invest in a coin that
Actually, what
will
happens
just
is
live there for a
when you
long
buy
time.
Hex on the market,
Yeah, a lot of people are coming to
when you go
crypto
to
to
stake
invest,
Hex, which is
using
a
crypto as an
a time
investment,
lock protocol
not
on
just
Let's
the
go
for
smart
Hexicans.
contract,
pawn scheme.
you actually
Do
burn
you
those
understand?
tokens
People
away.
want to invest in
So when
crypto
you
that
enter
they will
into
live for a long time. Yes, I'm
that
invested
stake,
in your
the
project
Hex that
CVP
you
and
have,
COMT. I don't care about the downfall or whatever. I'm in there for a long time. I even stake my CVP for very long time. That's it. I don't care whether it's going down or whether it's going up. All I know is that I just kept it there for a very long time. Deal. So Dell, I'm gonna I'm still gonna wait for Dell to come back so I can ask him my question. If he has the
Wait,
information of
what?
these people, he should later it to us so that we can go ahead and do it by ourselves. But
Oh man.
Dell, yeah, Dell, certainly you are going to Dubai. Everybody knows that you're going to go to Dubai, and yes, you're going to Dubai Expo, and you can't run away from people if you don't do something regarding to this shit. I don't know how you're going to do this Dubai Expo, because people are going to come there, and a lot of people are going to come there not because of the Expo. They're going to come there because of Dell, and when they come there because of Dell, they might do something that they wouldn't like. So I'm just giving information or advice now. He should give us the information of these people who who are involved in this project, so that we can discuss with them and know when they are going to pay us back our money, or when they're going to refund us back our money. That's it. Do you understand? We are fighting for the crypto space to be a place where you invest your money and be safe, not place where you invest your money. They'll be telling you that this happened. Before you launch a project, you have to make sure that your project you're going to launch is very good before you launch it. People are risking their mental health, risking their daily doings in order to invest in crypto. So why will, after investing, people are pulling up your money,
This
playing
guy's
on
spitting some
behalf of someone?
facts.
A lot of people invested in this project because of Dell.
This
People
guy's gonna
invested in it
make
because
it.
of people invested in him, not because of anything. I'm not. It's not his right that he has a lot of followers. No, it's not his right. Do you know that? Do you know that little thing can make someone to go down, and when you go down, you can't even come back from it. Don't joke with people investment. Don't let greedy take over your mindset, take over you, because when you do that, it will affect you for life. Remember that you're going to have children. Remember, you're going to have a wife, you're going to have a family. If you take off people money and run away thinking that you're going to be cool, you aren't going to be cool with them, man. I'm serious about that. People are going to come after you.
Uh oh,
People are going to come
7,000
after you.
holders in terrarium.
A lot of people. A lot of people have lost their life
Let's
because of things they
go.
don't know about. Lots of things they don't even know. A lot of things they don't know.
Look at that.
So there, if you
Yeah.
know what is right for you to do,
7,000.
make sure you forward the information of these people to us, so that we can go ahead and discuss with these people. Let's also know when are they going to refund the money to us. That's all. So that, in order for you to avoid being in a situation that will affect you for a long time.
Okay, so first of all, yeah, I got your concerns and everything. What I would like you to say is just wait for the explanation. As I understood, that guys will give to all of us explanation tomorrow, I think, and together with that,
Okay,
for
everyone. I'm
all the
sorry
newcomers.
for having to step away there.
Just a second, and for all the newcomers, for you to understand that we are not Chiroi, no, not Dell or me. We are not the developers of Ethereum, ETH, Shiba, or whatever. And the question is that we're here just
My
trying to
mans don't even know the name of the
explain what
project.
happened, and that's it.
Damn.
And
Who is this
together with
guy?
that, Brown King, just wait what they're gonna say, because as you can
CEO,
see over
Community
here,
Metaverse.
I did check, and Jacob did check.
Where's
So
that?
With all
that
due
was,
respect,
yeah.
Del and Bodan, thank you for the time. I have a meeting coming on.
Oh, he's
Uh,
Ukrainian.
but yeah,
Absolutely.
nice.
Go ahead. We
Sure.
know you're a
No,
busy man. Thanks for coming up. We appreciate you.
thank you, Del. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have a Twitter space with you guys.
So, getting back to the point, Brown King, uh, they made a mistake in terms of they forgot to whitelist themselves, and that's the point where they supposed to see that, or information going to be passed to them from the people who are here and heard that. So they will double check that, and I think they will come up with something to fix that. That's it. So again, don't forget. I'll
Ask
tell you
X what they
from
think of
my
Saitama.
personal experience what happened to the CVP launch. If you do remember, when we told to all our holders a lot of time that they supposed to buy CVP with CMT, but
Dang, they started
because
streaming
the
2 hours ago.
sniper bots got a lot of people's money, and again we were under a big pressure before we explained everything to people, and we were working on that, and everything is fine. Even though the price is dropping, we're working on delivery of the utilities and everything. So again, it's not a rug pull until it's a rug pull. Okay,
I swear I've been in a
we
space with
respect the
this guy
guys when they
before.
came up
His voice sounds super
explain,
familiar.
not explained. Okay, they came up trying to communicate with holders and people who lost the money. So once again,
This
due
dude,
to
this thing was
the
launched
technical
on
part, what I see, and from my
the
personal
Binance
opinion, once again, I'm
Smart
not the
Chain
developer of that project or somehow
with the
related to
name
that.
ETH Shib,
I'm just explaining you guys that you can
and we're surprised
relax
it's a
on that
rug.
until the further updates from them. Okay, because technically, if they're not gonna run away with that money which were sold from the contract, everything is fine. And if they were on the online trying to reply the questions and to show appearance, again under the big pressure, a lot of money out there, and and they came out without any issues, just replying to questions as much as they could.
Wait, is
Trust me,
Realist still
sometimes
on?
even a small mistake is really hard to notice,
Pick it up.
Okay.
especially under the big heavy pressure,
He might
especially
have.
on the launch date. Trust me, there is a lot of funny situations
Oh,
happening
he
when we
did.
are
Yeah,
launching
you got off.
CMT, and I would explain that later on our MA, whatever, if you want. But again, wait for the official announcement, and then you can try to do what you were planning to do. That's it.
Okay, now it's my turn. Hey, Dell, how you doing?
It's definitely your turn, and I'm down 20 BNB. I've been better.
You've been better. 20, you said 20 BNB?
That's what I. That is correct.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not here to kiss your ass, man. Can I be blood raw with you?
Oh, bro, please don't kiss it and give it to me. Like I got thick skin. You don't gotta hold shit back with me.
Okay, you need to go ahead and bench your team and get a whole new five-star five lineup because
Yes.
in a month
Fire all these
on
fuckers.
this launch shit 3 different times. Like in less than a month, you've been
Rug
on
doctor.
every scene with a yellow tape on it for the past month. How can you explain that? Like, is it a coincidence or is it a pattern? I don't believe in coincidence. So obviously, you know what I believe in because I'm telling you, it's either a coincidence or a pattern. I don't believe in coincidence. How can you explain you on the scene of every yellow tape?
Well, I can't explain that comment, right? Because it's a bit of a ingenuous comment, but I get what you're saying, right?
Ingenuous?
So like I can just explain each instance, like one by one. And so I think that with Lily, I was hired to do the medical blockchain. I wasn't hired to do anything in regard to LY token, nor was I involved with the launch. I was on the team, but to serve the role of building the medical blockchain. They stumbled with their launch. They got it together, and they ended up having a lot of success. And they're moving forward as a project. And then I think that since then we've kind of like the team has changed their strategy because the market has changed. And so now what we're looking for is we're focused on low cap BSC gems and BSC launches, and that comes with certain risk. And we'll probably get
I
more
wonder if he covered
opportunities to
CVT.
confirm more in this
I don't
market
think he did.
than we would in a bull market, and
Let's
that's
see.
just
Dell.
the matter
Oh
of the
crap!
fact.
I can't type. Dell crypto.
Get rid of your team. Them boys garbage. There's
I
no
disagree. I
way.
think
Get rid of that team. Them boys garbage.
pretty damn good, man. Their track.
You know what? You right. They are pretty good. They pretty good at what they're doing. Keep up the patterns. You could drop me down.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, tell you're back. I have to recap a
Yeah,
few
yeah.
things I
If I
said.
missed anything, please go ahead.
Okay. Now I have to start again, like to explain myself more better regarding to this project now, right? This ETH ship or whatever, in which a lot of people invested because of you, and we're just asking you to give us the information of these people. Okay, since you want to distance yourself around them, all we want is the information so
Yeah,
that
yeah. Things would have. Yep. Yeah, yeah. If I will work to confirm that. Yes, and I hope that they will. I think that they came out today, and I don't think they're wrong for
You
making
were
it. And I hope
scum.
that they
Jeez,
get
man.
that opportunity from me. But if they don't, no, I will work to confirm it, and I'm very confident I have the tools to do so. It's a small circle. It's a small circle at the deep level,
True.
and yeah, sure, Brown.
because of
Tell canceled.
even the Twitter space we have with them, the third guy who like has like, or let's say 12 followers or whatever, he's the information he's been asked, he wasn't even giving vital information, vital response regarding to what he's been asked, and he wasn't even
Yeah, he
aligned to
didn't.
them.
It had just
and
happened though, Brown. He didn't.
and
You wanted information from him that he didn't have at that time. So I think that that's illogical. Like his response, it was obviously one of not knowing. And while I agree that's unacceptable, and I wouldn't defend it. I would say like giving the timing and the situation and the fact that I mean, they were getting fried, and I've been in that seat before. It's a hot seat. It's not easy to be in. Very much in, like not as much in the past tonight, but I'm kind of sitting in it tonight as well. The seat's pretty hot, and so I can say that their behavior tonight was not their best, but they were in a situation where
Hey, it's
it's
going
very
up.
difficult to be at your best.
It's a good buying point.
Hey
now
Dell, I got a
now
question
okay,
here.
wait, chill, man. What I'm trying Okay, now the thing I'm trying to say is that discuss with them. Tell them you have to discuss with them. Tell them, look at what people are saying about the project. Look at what they want. Either they refund us the money, our money back. Those people that bought those people that bought earlier in the project, either they refund them back their money. We're not even expecting 100% of the money. 60% or 70 is okay for us. We
I'm
can take it.
expecting. Whoa. Speak for yourself. I'm expecting 100. I would like the full 20 B&B back. Hold on now.
Okay, whatever. Well, we're just expecting them to refund back our money and do justice, because if this should continue in crypto space, it's gonna scare a lot of investors, people who really want to invest in
Well,
crypto
Brown,
for a long time.
I appreciate you asking me to do that, and I would love to, and I'll do everything in my power to do so. But I think at the end of the day, like I don't have this power. Like me asking something to be done, I don't know like if you think that it has this power to get it done. But I think that what we do see is that they came forward and they told everyone they instead of running off with any money, they didn't take anything. And what they did take was they took the blame, they took accountability, and they took their they took a promise and gave it to us and said that they're going to make things right. And what they asked for was time to come up with that. And me myself, I'm going to wait for that time to pass. And when they speak and they come up with something, at that point, if I'm not pleased with it, then I'll get emotional. Um, because they came up immediately
Well, yeah,
and
dude. I mean,
they
eight
took
BNB. I mean,
accountability
eight
and
20
they
BNB
did
isn't
let
much
guys
to you.
talk and they were
Just to a lot of these
passionate
people,
about it
though.
and said that this was on them and that they wanted to do something to make it right and they were going to and that they were just asking some time to do it. I'm very much looking forward to see what that is. And yeah, I'm hopeful that think that people will get righted. And I know there's a lot of other people who are skeptical of it, but I don't know. I'm just always a hopeful type of person.
Okay, Dal, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Um, I've been invested to a lot of coins you've been talking about.
Oh,
Um, I started with Zoot, and
They that made a huge run up. So many people got paid off of Zoot. Literally
if they took
millions were
profits.
made off of Zoot. That was an
so where
epic
is the
haul.
project today?
The project today is still trading and is they migrated on over to BNB after announcing that they were going to do metaverse plans. And so they planned I liked what they planned. They planned this zookeeper metaverse where they wanted to create this zoo that holds all the animal coins and create an atmosphere where trading can be done, the community can engage and it all be done in a metaverse. And they envisioned this whole economy of creatures needing food and water and buying and trading is being done within this metaverse. And none of this would be feasible on the ERC20 blockchain at the time, and at this time as well, because of the ERC20 congestion. So they did their bridge. They allowed an ample several-week long bridge window after for months announcing that they were going to bridge. They put the bridge open, the bridge executed. From all evidence that I saw, the bridge executed flawlessly for those who did so within the window. And then they closed the bridge
They
and
closed it before the due date. Do you
no, they
remember?
did not. No, they did not. I do
Okay,
remember. I do remember. And you want to know how I know they didn't close it before the due
that,
date?
okay, that's
Because
fine.
no, I remember
Lily
you.
Finance is on that project you'll be feeling
Well,
all
hold on.
along. And now we got EFT, we got EFB, now we got another East Shib, and all of us we still putting money in
Well,
it.
that
All these projects I've been putting money. Lily Finance I was about to, but I didn't. Today I put money on ETHSHIB, $2,000. I'm back to like $10.
but you made a ton of ETH rewards on the way.
But what I can
ETH.
say is you are a crypto politician. You know what to tell people.
Well, I'm
That's the
not running.
bottom line.
Well, I'm not running for any office, brother. I'm not
No,
charging. No, no, no.
crypto
Hold on. No, 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 no.
politician.
Hold on.
They know how to run around.
No,
They know
listen,
how to.
listen, listen. I'm gonna respond to the comment you just made because I'm not running for office. You call me a politician, ain't no vote you can cast.
Oh, the space get rugged. What happened? What happened? Why is there no sound? Did I just get rugged? Man, I got into the CVT pre-sale. I hope I don't get rugged. I mean, I know it's an entirely different project and shit, but fuck, man, that should still would suck. Eh.
Can anybody hear me, or did I get
Yes,
rugged?
yes, it's back. It's back. All good.
Okay, I was making sure I didn't get rugged from the space too.
It's been acquired because I know people like Shaka, they can listen to me. I love Shaka. He calls people out. But Adele, you respectful. You need to stand up for any project which is legit because people like us, we're spending money and then all of a sudden it's going down and down and down. A lot of projects I've been following you, and all
I
of
mean,
them they're going down and down and down.
I will say this: I
So
respect
you
your
guys have
position.
some wallets, you're sniffing all the money in there. There's no way the
I
project
respect
is
your
going down
position.
like that.
I respect your position, man. But I will say, Dale isn't a developer. You know, so I don't know what he can or can't do other than do.
Did I get rugged again, bro? Dang, bro, that's tough. That is tough. Oh wait, this time it actually kicked me out of there. You just restart it? Oh, they did. AMA. Man, who's in here?
Hey everyone, as we're all kind
Just
of getting
watching.
back in here, I don't know what happened, and
Say what's
we
up.
were
Say
caught in that
something.
disconnect.
Or don't.
But
No, it
I'm
is
gonna
what it
try
is.
to get everyone back up. My apologies there. Yaktown, you were definitely next. So while I'm getting everyone out, please feel free to take the floor.
Should be good.
Yeah, I'll wait though. I'm gonna wait for Bodan to come back and make sure everybody gets back in the room. Thank you.
Gotcha. Bo just did get back on. I would love to get Brown back up, or whoever that was just last speaking. It's hard to keep track of all the names. But you feel free to take the floor whenever you feel comfortable, sir.
So ETH ship's on discount.
Oh, here comes Brown. Oh wait, Brown. Yeah, Brown had already spoken. That's right. We had heard from
It's
Brown.
crazy.
Hey,
This
how you
showed like
doing?
Good. Go ahead.
160,000%.
Good. This is kind of off topic, but I'm just gonna be blunt and say, uh, ETH fan token ecosystem is the way to go. Two launches, two successful launches, no issues whatsoever. I hope people in here listening.
And KD, I did launch EFB myself, and so that's one where I will say that was me. That was Del Dev, and I put that one out and I put it solo, and I wanted to like do that, which is something I hadn't done in a while. It's a role I don't really serve these days, but I wanted to put my neck out there, take it all on out for myself, for my project, to show everyone my skills and that I am real, and that I've been in this space for 10 years, and that I can get the job done, and so I did.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I hope some of the listeners in here are invested in ETH fan token and ETH fan burn. I've purchased both of them during launches, and I've had no issues whatsoever. The dev is a genius, like you said. You're a genius. Well, I mean, what more can you ask for?
Well, those are kind words, and response in respect to that project. It's a different type of project because it's not a cryptocurrency; it's a financial investment tool, and so people, it's designed to reward people for hodling, and they get paid no matter what happens to the chart. And so they measure their success by volume, not by price action alone. And so what we're doing is we're building that infrastructure through the ecosystem that will forever feed volume and make it so that the holders of the token receive fruitful ETH rewards, and that those ETH rewards allow them to compound, and that compounding effect will be bolstered through the hyperdeflation of ETH fan token through the ecosystem. So yeah, we always tried to make it clear that that project has nothing to do with ETH Shib. There's not a single member on their team that is on the ETH fan token ecosystem team, like not one. And that's just the fact of the matter. And so it's a clear line of distinction that can be drawn there.
And I just want to say too, my dividends claimable is over 6 billion right now, so it's working. So
Yeah, no, the ecosystem definitely works, and it's only got two legs to it, and there's much more to come. Thanks for your comments, KD. Thank you so much.
take it easy.
Yep.
Can I go ahead, Dell?
The floor is yours, Yaktown.
First off, Bodan, how are you, sir? Are you okay?
Right there, yeah, all good, all
We
good.
sure hope
Alive,
you're safe,
everything's
brother.
fine.
Okay, cool. Dell, so I just want to say first and foremost, and there's probably quite a few people in this space who know, there is a small community that is gaining um, uh, a very great traction in pushing for transparency. Um, a lot of us despise lying and appreciate integrity. Um, so I want to say this before I ask my question. You would agree that the blockchain does not lie. Is that correct, Dell?
No, sir, the blockchain does not lie. What's there is there. But what I can say is that what I've seen in the past is that false narratives get put onto what is there.
Oh,
There are some limitations to
what
what
a
is
great
there,
answer before his
in which
second
they
question.
they add on a story that cannot necessarily be proven nor denied by the blockchain.
Absolutely. I understand the word speculative very well. That being said, I got to the space late. I have not heard you speak or comment since the night that you were questioned in the AMA. Um, I just want to talk about one thing, and that is what amount of money did you provide Brad for liquidity prior to launch, once and for all?
Yeah, not once and for all. I was already exactly evident about that. And so I provided all the liquidity that was provided and went in, and that was a 50 large.
50,000, correct?
Yes, sir. And so there's no like once and final and for all. Like that was made aware like so long ago.
Okay. You can ignore, you can ignore the verbiage I used. I just it's just a saying. I'm not trying to place emphasis on it for any particular reason. I just mean I'm asking the question and I just wanted an answer from you personally.
That
But
is so yeah, you asked the dollar amount and I gave you one. Oh, US currency to be more specific.
Roger that. And what was provided to you in return? And did that include any amount of Lily token whatsoever?
No, it did not. So, the terms of my of what I because there was team tokens that I was supposed to receive, but I never received them because the vesting period had not passed, and so I walked away from those. As well as that wasn't the only thing that I was supposed to receive, which I was supposed to receive a salary, but none of those things that I was supposed to receive were in any way directed to me lending money to my friend. And
He still calls him
all
a
those
friend.
things that I was supposed to receive were in direct connection to the payment for the job that I was being hired for, and they were negotiated and settled upon far before I ever had decided to lend money for my friend. So, just to directly answer your question, what did I receive for lending money to my friend? Nothing. I'm not a bank.
So you did not receive the amounts, you didn't receive an NFT, and you did not receive Lily token.
No, I didn't. And so there are people who like they have my wallet. They know they looked into it. And so I claimed on that night, and I was very open and honest. And I said, I
Oh,
didn't
Teddy's in
receive
here.
to buy it because
My boy
I
Teddy Ganja.
wasn't there. And so, and then in addition to that, I didn't ever receive any from anyone. And it's been it's been proven like I have no Lily, and even during these dips and everything like that, while I've been tempted to buy some, I have not, just because I felt like it would bring up potentially some false narrative about me having it for some period of time longer than I
You're
have.
right, because
So
you
I
can't open a
personally
second wallet or have a
purchased
wallet that
some
no one knows the
digital
address about.
asset, which I feel is an
Yeah.
incredible investment opportunity and one that I would love to take advantage of, but I'm not doing so because it's muddy waters. But yeah, to answer your question, and again, these are all questions that I answered, and when I answered them, it was on like a recorded AMA conversation, and I'm giving you the same answers I gave then.
Yes, I understand that. I would I would be very grateful to be able to DM you some transaction hash because
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of that.
do,
So there's
do,
many people.
you do understand that there are four.
Hey,
There,
I would love to
well,
take
can
a
I?
look at whatever you
Del,
have. Absolutely, I'll DM you. Yep.
well, I'm gonna say it out loud just so that because that's I feel that that's my right unless you want to kick me down. Um, I
No,
want
I
to
won't
DM
kick
you
you
these
down. No.
transactions because there are four wallets linked with the money that was provided and more money that was provided, money that was kicked back to you, or excuse me, not to you, to the same wallet that was provided it, that was sent back and
Oh,
forth
well,
between.
this
And
I can
no,
say. Yeah. So I just so if you're asking that I directly contribute to the liquidity pool, like from my wallet, no, I did not. I lent my money to my friend, and then he did what he did with it, right? And so, um,
yeah, Del,
yep,
I understand that. I
yeah.
understand that. I'm just saying somebody is lying here, and I
No,
hate to.
so there've been a lot. So please, please bring me your transactions and let's have a conversation, because we already had this period where there were claims of nefarious acts made against
Claims.
Lily and that project. And there have been painstaking investigation. And there was a row of people on that night who were touting all these different transactions, and they had this evidence. And investigations were done by myself in working in tandem with them, and
So I can
reaching out
pay.
and speaking and confirming allegations to each other. And we're not gods and we're nothing perfect. But what I can say, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that because we found something that in any way devalues what you may or may not have found. But what I will say is that there have been painstaking efforts, a serious manpower and elbow grease on behalf of this community to see if anything nefarious went on with Lily, if there was any lying, if there was any money stolen. And we looked even with the private NFT site,
Oh, that Bren the
we looked
Wolf
into it.
guy was in this too.
And there has been, while there were definitely mistakes made with the launch, and that's been made clear by everyone, those mistakes were corrected, and they did have a lot of success following it. But following that, the investigations concluded no nefarious acts. Now, if you think you have some, I'm absolutely open to taking a look at it. But before we cast blame, right, and before we go, because that's a legal act, right,
Uh
to
oh. Russ is
claim that
back at it.
someone performed a crime. And let's take a look at the evidence together. And if you convince me that what you have is correct, and I'm totally open to being convinced for that, because I've been looking for it myself. And there was a point in time where I wanted to find it. That's how hard I was looking. But yeah. So please, let's. I'll DM you. Like I'm DMing you right now, brother.
Okay, I appreciate the opportunity to speak, and I just want to clear the air and say that once again, I'm not saying nefarious acts happen. Okay, I'm not saying something illegal happened. I'm saying that there's a lack of transparency with what happened because of what me and a couple of individuals have found on the blockchain. And like I said, I would love to pass that on to you.
Can't
I don't know what that would
can't
do
wait to
at this
see
point.
what it is. Can't wait to see what it is that you're discussing, and learn more about it. And I have a feeling that it's something that's been brought to my attention in the past, but we'll take a look. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I'm going to come to you with a full open mind.
Thank you for your time.
Now, what I will say though, Town, please forgive me if I don't, if I take several days to respond and engage in this conversation with you. It is of no disrespect to you or like saying that like this conversation isn't important to me. It's just that I'm in preparation for a big trip to Dubai. And so, like, time is like really stringent. And as you know, investigations take time. So I need to make sure that like I'm able to dedicate the proper time to listening to you, taking a look at your evidence, and you know, and paying you the respects that you're asking for.
Yeah, Dell, I'm nobody special, dude. So like, I don't care about respect. I got thick skin. Like I said, we just there's some people in the community. We care about the people and we care about transparency and honesty. That's it, man. So yeah, no worries.
All right, man. Cool. All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming up.
Hey, Dale.
Okay, yeah, while we're waiting for Fair Rover to come up, go ahead and the Gen Picker, the floor is yours.
And so I'm not gonna put the blame on you for it because obviously it was wild space, and anything can happen, and that's why we make money, and that's why we can lose money. But just wanted to make it clear to the community that for the first 20, 25 minutes, it was a honeypot. You couldn't sell whatsoever. And the minute they made the announcement that it was clogged and that it was cleared, my 3 BNB was up to over 60 BNB, and it went down to $60 some. So that's pretty much
Yeah,
the rug
yeah,
that.
absolutely. So no, there's yep. Well, it's not. Well, no, by definition, it's not right.
Well, it's only. I would
And
say it's
so
only not a
it
rug pull
truly
because
wasn't
they turned on selling
because there's still liquidity.
and they left liquidity, but they pretty much took the majority. I mean, I'm not new to crypto. I'm also in IT, so I'm not an idiot. And
So then you'll see that they haven't taken anything yet, right? Because I'm looking into this too, and I'm sure as hell not new to anything.
yeah,
And so so you're up here saying that they took it, and that's a disingenuous
well,
statement, especially from someone
I
who
verified
knows
I had over
crypto.
60 BNB, and within a second, it was less than one. Now
So
the
the reason,
liquidity
so
was
Oh
taken. The
shit.
liquidity was
you know
taken from it was
crypto.
73 million market cap, and it went under.
Right, right. So you know crypto, right? And you're sitting here and you're touting all these numbers, okay, about the market cap and how much BNB you were looking at in your wallet. But stop and take a moment and realize that that's because
Dang.
that those numbers were that high because they were false. The contract was not distributing out the rewards the way it was supposed to for a long moment. But everything you said was true.
I
There,
just wanted to interject there. The blockchain verified that I had over 60 BNB. It wasn't any false wallet reading. It was literally
oh
on
no, no,
PancakeSwap,
the liquidity showed that it was there, right? And so,
and then
and
within a
then all
second, it
this,
was gone.
yeah, and so the reason why it was gone is because the contract started to execute its rewards and distribute them. And so that big sell off that was seen, that wasn't any one person running off with all that money. That money they all have. They literally have it. Like we can see it. We know where it's at.
Well, yeah, we
Um,
know they have it. I mean,
Yep,
that's how it
and
works.
they haven't run off with anything, and they haven't rugged us yet. Okay, and let and before we come up here and start saying things are rugs that aren't. And I understand being
Oh, look.
emotional, and I understand they
Well,
fucked up.
I'm not being emotional, though. I mean, if we just look at the logic and facts, we when
Well,
you're
then
sitting
let's
at
look at them,
yeah, no,
and let's
can
be
let me
Oh,
finish?
logical and
Lord.
factual, and
Can I
not
just
say
finish for a
something's a
second?
rug.
Can I please finish my statement? I was, as we all know, the rewards you ran two great projects with FBAN and EFB, and this doesn't happen with the rewards. The rewards does not take a six
It
a
happens.
57
It
BNB
happens if you
profit
don't
and put it to
whitelist the
less than
wallets
one.
and you fuck up.
You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean, but it does happen if you mess up and you don't whitelist wallets and you make mistakes.
But it was also unsellable for 25 minutes when they claimed it'd only be 10,
So and
and it was
that
literally
is
and Token
right.
Sniffer
So
even verified it.
that's in direct relation to what happened as a result of them fucking up and not making like there was a chain of events that happened
Boba
that
Thomas still up
all
there.
occurred from one mistake. And it's looking so
Well,
far
that's the
and the
explanation we've been given, but
well,
for
hold on.
first,
Well, hold on. Now let me finish my comment, right? I'll let you finish yours. So they uh, we don't know the conclusion of the investigation yet. The investigation's ongoing. However, we do see some initial evidence here that supports the explanation that we were given by them to a certain degree. Some yes, some no. And that is the truth of the matter. And they've requested time to sort it out and make it right.
Dr.
And the only reason,
Ruggs.
and I'm not disagreeing with anything you said, brother, about not being able to sell or any of those statements that you said that were true. I'm not going to take away any of your truth. But what I will say is that, like, I'm going to correct you if you come up here talking about it being a rug pull when it wasn't. And only because, like, if it was a rug pull, they'd be gone. If it was a rug pull, they wouldn't have come up. If it was a rug pull, they wouldn't have spoken. And if it was a rug pull, they wouldn't have said that they're going to make it right.
Wasn't there that one
I guess with
NFT
the
that did a
semantics,
rug pull?
you're correct. It is not technically a
They
rug
were
pull.
like,
However,
"Yeah,
it
fuck you
is,
guys, I'm not
as
doing
we
this
stand,
anymore."
a scam because I've been in hundreds of launches, and when they do these
Oh well.
explanations and stuff like that,
That's
they try to
in
cover
my
their behinds.
yeah I so that's your word for it.
Oh, shivvies.
And
No,
so
I'm agreeing
yeah
with you that it's
yeah
technically not a rug pull, but it's acting as a very good clone, if
Wrong,
that makes
wrong
sense.
project.
for me I would have to disagree, and I would say it was a botched launch, and that
A
they
botched
they are
launch.
they're on the clock to make it right. And that's really at this time, bro. I can't really say much else because not much has passed, and I gotta wait to see what they do to make this right,
He's losing
and then
followers.
the
It
response
was
from
at
that is
80.2K.
what's appropriate.
I understand. How much time do you think is
Hey, Dal,
reasonable to give
I
them?
got one question for you, Dal.
Hey, I'll get to your question in just a moment. I'm still talking
All
to
right,
the
thank you.
gentleman here. Yep, absolutely. You're next. I promise. I promise. But how much time to give them? Um, I would expect I would expect to hear updates from them on the daily. So as long as I'm getting updates from them and they're being transparent in the process, like if they come tomorrow and they don't have like a full-fledged solution, but they're letting us know what they found, they let us know how much money they have, they let us know that they're working towards making a solution, and then they
I
come update
think
us
I'm gonna go and
the
get
next
off.
day. I'm cool
Make a
with
video on
that
that
up until
Saitama
like say
wallet.
about like he said 5 days, right? And that's what
Yeah,
he
I'm
said.
going into
That was
here.
his time frame. And so I'm gonna take I'm not gonna give him an extra second than what he asked for.